Hey everyone, just a quick word before we get started on this beer review. If you're interested in purchasing any of these beers that you see on my channel, stick around to the end of the video and I will tell you where you can purchase them at online. Now, isn't that lovely? Have beer shipped right to your home and don't have to go anywhere. All right, enjoy the video. Cheers to that. Welcome, my friends. Here we are once again to sample some more great tasting American craft beers with Dr. Dave. Outstanding indeed. Now for our sampling pleasures and tasting delights. Today we have an Ohio brewery. This is from the Twin Oast Brewing Company. They are located in Catawba Island, Ohio. Yeah, up in the Lake Erie Islands. This is the Legitimate Swells, described as an IPA. Checks in at 6.3% alcohol by volume. The IBUs are 60. According to the date stamp on the bottom, it's 61 days old. So we're about 2/3 of the way through on the life expectancy of this beer. And I did have it for a few weeks in my fridge. It was a lot fresher when I first got it, just kind of neglected it. As I open this up, I'm going to tell you it is brewed with Mosaic, Citra, and Simcoe hops, and it's a 16-ounce can. I'm going to use this glassware here. This is the Imperial pint glass. It's 20 ounces because I don't know if this is a New England style IPA. It doesn't say on the can, but it doesn't appear to be. It's very clear there. I think you can see. Yeah, it's a very clear pour. A lot of pine resin in there. A lot of pine. Smells some grapefruit in there as well. So because I was kind of playing around there, I made a super big head, and that's okay. We like to see our beers nice and heady. It's extremely clear. I haven't seen a clear IPA like that in a while. It's a medium golden color, made an off-white head there. It's getting kind of dark outside. It's starting to storm. That's what you do this time of year, baby. Once that summer sun goes away, you can forget about it in this neck of the woods. It doesn't have much in the way of carbonation there. Let's see if we can get anything else on that aroma. Now I'm going to stick with my original assessment there. It's got some grapefruit and some pine resin. Before we drink it, we're going to thank the brewers there at Twin Oast for all the hard work they put into brewing this lovely batch of beer. And we're going to thank everybody at home for watching. Cheers to that. Man, that is good. So it's got a little bit of carbonation going on there. I don't think it's going to detract though, but it's the carbonation seems to be a little high to me. But I tell you what, the lovely hops in there, nice strong hop bitterness and very dry there on the finish, make it worthwhile. Now in the backbone there, we got a little bit of malt, a little bit of fruit in there too as well. I don't know. I'm gonna say just a general description of stone fruit there. It's not tropical fruit. I call that a carbonation bite. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just on my tongue. It's very, very highly carbonated. I'm not going to say that's a detractor from the beer. And this is my first beer in a few weeks, so it could be that I'm just not accustomed to drinking beer all of a sudden, and now this beer is tastes a little overly carbonated to me. So I'm not gonna hold that against the brewery at all. I'm just gonna say it's due to that I haven't had a beer for a while. That's all. Now the head fizzled out here, so what I'm gonna do is put my stir stick in here to make it look quite lovely once again. Woo! I made it look a little too lovely. Yeah, baby. Had to put it down there so our cup would not runneth over. But when I walk into the bar, especially a craft beer bar, that's how I want to see my beer come back. Now, a lot of guys, though, I've heard them in a bar, they'll complain they want the beer right up to the top because they feel like with this much foam, they're not getting their money's worth. That's a real cheapskate. I think you should just stay at home and drink your beer. Buy it in the store, and that way you know you're getting your full 12 ounce or 16 ounce. What kind of garbage is that? Oh man, this has a lot of pine in, a lot of pine resin. Now, interestingly, you see on that sip, I didn't get as much carbonation. So I think it's just the fact that I haven't had a beer for a while. That's all it is. Yeah, that's much better. That's much better. I'm going to say this is a medium to full bodied beer, more leaning towards the full body side. It's very, very good. If you like a dry, bitter finish on your IPAs, and this would be the one for you. This is more of a West Coast style than the New England hazy IPAs that everybody sees on the market these days. And this just it's just a lovely, lovely beer. Again, this is from Legitimate Swells. I did get this from Rivalry Brews, which I'll try to remember to put a link down here. Oh man, that's the third or fourth beer I've had from Twin Oast. Excuse me, and they've all been very good. Well, let me run out of here, my friends. Remember, Dr. Dave says life is short. Be happy. Drink great craft beers like this one from Twin Oast, and don't play around with that garbage. Cheers to that, baby. Okay, everyone. As promised, Dr. Dave's going to tell you where he buys his beers and where you can buy them also. First on the list is rivalrybrews.com. Now, don't worry, I'm going to put the links in the description box for you. Rivalry Brews is a relatively new mail order place. It's based right here in Ohio, in Medina, and they are fantastic. I tell you what, when they first started, I got free shipping on all the beers. Now I think they charge me $2. $2 for 12 beers. That's fantastic. Now, as far as I know, they ship to the lower 48, but you might want to check the website on that. I can't be 100% sure. But the shipping is fast. The turnaround is fast. And if anything's wrong, they will fix it right away. I only had one issue with them, and they refunded half my purchase order, which I thought was more than fair. More than fair. So anyway, by the way, disclaimer, I don't get any money on any of this. I'm not affiliated with any of these beer companies. They don't know I'm doing this. I'm just telling you where to buy the beer. Now, one day I may be affiliated, and if I am at that point, I'll certainly let you know. So, Rivalry Brews, located right here in Ohio, they specialize in Ohio beers, beers from Pennsylvania and Indiana. So, if you want some good Ohio craft beer, that's a good place to start. The second one on my list, oh, I love this place. It's called Halftime Beer. Halftime Beer has two locations in New York State, Poughkeepsie, and I believe it's pronounced Mamaroneck. Mamaroneck. Yeah, don't quote me on that pronunciation. I tried my best. Yeah, anyway, they have more beer online than you could possibly look at in a day. I'm telling you, they have beer everywhere on that website. And all you have to do is go on there, make your selection, and have it shipped. Now, they do have gift boxes, which come with a really nice cooler. Yeah, and you can't beat it. It's $5 shipping on those special orders. Now, on the other beers, the shipping can get a little bit pricey, but I've never had an order for more than $20 shipping, which I think is really good for 12 bottles of beer. Now, if you get cans, it's less cost because it weighs less. And that's what costs the money is the weight and the size of the box. So, yeah, check them out. Now, I belong to two of their what's known as Beer of the Month Club. I'm in their German Beer of the Month Club, so I get 12 bottles from six different breweries, two of each, once a month. And there's a lot of beers in there that I've never heard of from Germany. I thought I had them all, not even close. And then I have the Around the World Beer Club, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's beers from all over the world. So far, I only got one beer that I didn't really like. It happens. It happens. And, you take your chances on that. But I got some beer from South Korea, of all places, South Korea. I thought it was really, really good. Now, last on the list, but not least, and I didn't put these in any particular order, it's the best damn beer shop. Now, they're out of San Diego, and they have a killer selection. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, talking about all this beer, I'm going to have one here. Mm, that's just a regular run of the mill Pilsner, German style, but it hits the spot on a day like this. Anyway, best damn beer shop. Woo! Now, their shipping, they require you to choose in lots of six. So you can get 6, 12, 18, 24 is the maximum. And their shipping is reasonable considering I'm on the East Coast and they're on the West Coast. Yeah, the shipping is generally about $19 for a 12 bottle selection, which I don't think is a lot. $19? No, I don't think that's a lot. Now, the more beer you buy, the less money it's going to cost. That's just a fact of economics. So if you want to buy six beers, it's going to cost more to ship it than the 12. Hey, I don't make the rules, man. Just buy more beer. You save more money on shipping. What can I tell you? Yeah, but they're a great place, and so all three of those places, Rivalry Brews for Ohio beers, and then you have the Halftime Beverage, which is in New York. They have a selection on everything, and same thing with Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, if you want some West Coast beers that you can't find in your town, that's the place to buy them at. Last but not least, people always ask me, what is that on your beer glass? Well, I bought it at Amazon, Amazon.com. It's called a vacuum vin. Vacuum vin. And if I'm not mistaken, it's from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. And the inside of it is lined with special material. So what you do is you put this in the freezer, you let it sit overnight, and then you put your beverage in here, and it will maintain that beverage at around 38 degrees, which is really cold for a beer. But I like my pilsners cold. Now, if you already have a beer that warmed up, put it in here and it'll bring it to the proper temperature, no doubt. And I said last, but I was mistaken. This is the last thing I want to talk about. Dr. Dave's beer glasses. Now, I did sell these a number of years ago when I had my other beer channel. And this is a new design, though. This is a different design. Now, I could sell these if there's enough interest in them, but I have to order them about 144 at a time. So I don't want to order them unless there's some real interest in them. Now, it's difficult to see on here, but it says Dr. Dave's cheap ass beer reviews. Yeah, it's not really going to come out that well there on the camera. But I would sell these at cost. Now, I'm not trying to make any money on them. I think it cost me 14.98 to have those made. So I would sell them at the same price. Now I don't know, the price could have gone up because I did buy those a few years back. So, but I would sell them at cost if anybody's interested. But like I said, I don't get any money off these links. There's no affiliate links here. I'm not making any money. I just wanted to let everybody know where I buy my beer so you could buy it too. Oh, and you know, I almost forgot the Amazing Clubs Beer of the Month Club. Amazing Clubs. I'll put all the links in the description box. Knock yourself out. Hey, thanks for watching, okay? And Dr. Dave says cheers to that.